No, you'll have to change. You have to start on pre-prod and then go into QA.
Okay, I see Twitch. I see. Do you remember how was it for Facebook? Because if I put upload video, no, it's not live video. Stories, creator. Post. Go live. Air Force. Okay. Okay, we're live in Facebook too. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. It seems odd. Go live.
So we're not fine.
In the next minute we should be. Yeah, okay. Now we are live. I'm gonna put the trailer. Are we ready?
No, I mean, you can put it on, yeah. I'm still trying to find the things, but you can put it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a few minutes, so we can wait.
You can put it on.
Okay. Hello. Enjoy the. Well, we can keep talking. There is no reason to keep silent now. This is a trailer. We most like about the Titans. Rawr, rawr, big. Okay, let's jump into action. Hey guys, did you enjoy the sneak preview of our conversation?
Good thing we didn't spoil something.
No, we didn't. Can you hear us well now as you did before?
I don't know if we are a bit low, so hopefully some people can actually tell us if. I don't know, it should be fine. I think my volume was a bit low. But hello everyone. Sorry to have issues as always.
It's always a little adventure for us. But here we are, another day on the stream. Can you hear us? Can't hear Yanis. Height is fine. Yanis is too low. Well, I guess it's something about the volume, as you said. Anyways, what do you think, guys? Should we start saying hi to some people?
Yeah, let's do that.
I can do that. On Facebook we have Benjamin Curtis. Hello to Samuel Gray. Christopher Larson, Corey Speaks, Thomas Lindo. Hello to Vladimir Alexandrovich, PG Mongo.
I have some people from YouTube. You made Facebook, right? So I will do you YouTube. Destroyer Fire Reach. Hello. Mirage Jake. Hello. Blast Wave. And I can hear myself. Okay. What else? Arson. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Celestial Prime. Jeffrey Mayfield. Berry76 and many others are joining us today for the stream. So hello to all our YouTube followers.
Okay, I think we are both me and Kevin are too low, so I don't know, you might need to tweak the settings for.
Okay, I zoom.
Not in Zoom. It will be on.
Yeah, it's at maximum on Zoom, so it's weird.
Okay, maybe we'll just shout too loud.
Wait. I'm checking. Yeah, that's fine. Let's turn off the sound. So, what is it? I have music, I have Zoom. Zoom is a maximum level. Can we try this? Can you speak, guys?
Yeah, we can speak. Should we? Can you hear us loud enough? If you do, I'm going to tell you what's going to be on the stream this week.
Much better. Okay, that was the settings. Jonis, what are you doing in the beach?
I'm just having a cool chill. I forgot actually I had that still. Let me find something more topical.
Okay. Meanwhile,
yeah, it looks like it sounds good now from the chat. So yeah, so today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the event that's going to be on this weekend. We'll read a little bit of dialogues, probably from the Autobot faction. We will answer some Q&A. So for that, you can already pop your question in the chat. We'll just like take note of them and reply to them and answer to them during this Q&A session. After that, we'll show Trenchfoot and Caliburst in the showroom. We unfortunately cannot share their ability quite yet. They're still being developed and tested. We'll do some trivia after that towards the end, so you can win some freebie.
Cool. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, let's start the official stream, and we start with the event. Do you want to show the event, Jonis, please?
Yeah, let's do that.
So, in the sake of our stream, this event is called Delayed Transmission, as it usually is for us. Just checking everything's all right. Yeah. So in this event, as a reminder, we are on the start of the saga. It's a new saga. We finished Chromia and Felbat, and we get into a new saga, and that means an easy weekend for everyone. And this in particular, you will see it's very new joiner or low-level bases and players oriented. And you will see this because you can win a lot of resources. If we go to the preview of the event itself, you can see that in the different levels, you can get premium shards, alloy chest. So this time, as popular request, the resources, alloy and energon, they go into chests that you can use at your best convenience, and it's 500,000, so every kind of player should be able to. And as usual, for first check, you have enough space for them. But yeah, then we have some MK3 battle boosters, always useful for battle, for PvP, or for just grinding in the event. And also the usual 4-star, 3-star, and premium shards. And of course, because we want to orient also this event for all kind of players and the ones that always look for a challenge, we have the total spark crystals. I increased the amount a bit, so it's hard to get to these levels, but if you have a good chance to get a good chunk of a spark, combiner spark, combat spark, or normal spark for your bots. It's a triple XP. And it's individual, so don't worry about alliance requirements this weekend. That's up to you and as how much you want to play. And of course, you get a good advantage with resources. So it's a good event to build up your base. And that's all for me.
It's fun, yeah. I think the resource will be must needed for the people leveling up, and of course the spark is needed for everyone.
Well, it's 10 million, so it's pretty good. I mean, for a new player or even for a veteran, if you're building your walls or your end game base, it's pretty useful.
Okay, let me stop sharing for now. Or do you guys want to go straight to the dialogue?
I guess we can do. There is we are doing some special QA also today. So as usual, if you have questions for us, just drop them in the chat, and we will be able to catch some of these questions and answer as many of them as possible. But yeah, we can jump to the dialogues.
Okay, let's do that.
Chromia? What's wrong? You were about to tell us the final fate and resting place of Omega Supreme.
I
suddenly feel very strange, as if a part of me goes somewhere else.
Blaster, she's fading away before our eyes. Did something go awry with the space bridge transit?
Negative, Melody. I got Halaha every atom and molecule accounted for.
Someone do something before. Whoosh.
No!
She's gone. What happened? Get her back.
Can't, Ultra Magnus? Yeah, Chromia's not here. Not on Cybertron. Not anywhere.
That's impossible. Before she disappeared, Chromia said it felt like some of her was somewhere else. Could she have been displaced interdimensionally?
Are we under attack? It seems awfully inconvenient that Chromia gets removed just as she's about to reveal stuff that could have given us the means to fight back against Templarus.
Scanning for infraspatial residue. Yes, there is something not there. An absence. Some external force priced open a localized event horizon.
Can you compensate Nose Cone, bolster our defenses?
Done and done. But if it was the Soros, how would he know to strike when he did? This was precise target.
Someone on the inside?
Why does everyone look at my way at these moments?
For now, Brainstorm, assuming we can, our first and only priority right now is to get Chromia back. Strafe?
On it. But we'll need all the brain power we can muster for this one.
Fine. Whatever or whoever we need. In the meantime, if Thesaurus can strike with impunity right at the height of Autobase, we need to strike back.
And for that, we need more combat for bot firepower. Chan-chan. Yes.
So yeah, it looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit for the big revelation on Omega Supreme.
And this This is how the
vacation.
story changes when you need more time to develop.
How convenient is it? Yeah, well, we left the last saga with Chromie and Philbot. Well, actually, it was Chromie and Starscream about to reveal the location of these slumbering giants. And we still don't know where they are, but they are
Yeah.
close.
And as you can expect, Starscream as a ghost also cannot reveal at this very moment where Overlord is, and you can discover why by reading the dialogue of the Decepticon side. That's also available in the game.
Yes. And it's nice also that it's mentioned more combat power, because today we will talk later about it. At least show it. But yeah, it's a nice start. It's a nice start of another story. So yeah,
The story moves on. Just we're gonna have a bit of delay to releasing Omega Supreme and Overlord. But they will come next month. So wait, no, this month.
Yeah.
Nice. So I will check for some questions. As usual, please drop your questions there, and we will answer as many as possible.
I'll answer one because people were asking if there's gonna be any news for 5-star bots, and there won't be unfortunately any news, not in this stream. I think our current timeline for the next 5-star bots will be in August, so there'll be a bit more time before we start announcing who the 5 is gonna be. The 4 that are gonna join, the ones you guys voted for, and what changes we're gonna make to them. So we have to make some changes to the ones we're gonna pick, so there'll be more time before we announce them.
A few questions about the Shanix store update. Yeah, it's the usual question. We want to update it with with items related to new features we want to release, but of course new features are still not out, so the update is not there yet, but there are plans. And also Mandalorian 81, nice. They are asking for another event where to get a lot of Shanix. So far it's been around raids, and we don't want to abuse raid as a weekend event, but for sure we'll have something related to that. So, more questions.
Can we get another event to get a lot more Shanix?
We already answered that.
Oh, sorry.
So, Fabian,
I was looking for more questions.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good to hear that Shanix is requested and popular. For sure, we want to make weekend events interesting, and I will have it into account. Yeah, people is asking like more new features. Yeah, they are related to content we have talked about and other that you don't know about yet. But yeah, of course, also, as usual, we want to release new content and new features.
Well, we've actually been doing quite well on that front, I think. So people, new content and new features is going to be coming in, but I mean, already done really well this start of the year, and these things take some time to be done. So stay tuned.
Cool. What else?
Are there any news about collecting enemy combiners? I'm afraid that's still not finalized. We're still considering it. I'm a bit worried with the fact that if you have the same combiner twice, that gives you a lot of options. If you level them up, you can have like for the cheap, like quite two like defensors or two Volcanicus and stuff like that, and that could throw a bit out of balance because now you have to make sure that you use your R13 efficiently and use your least capable combiners early on, and then keep your strong combiners for when you need them, or use more R13. So that's why I don't really. It's not that simple to just give you the Decepticon combiners, even though most people probably won't have them.
Another question from Darty Spot, and hello to you. When will Top Shot we be in combat crystals? I understand it means combat premium crystal. The thing is that the update every other release. I mean, after a new release of combat bots, adding the previous one to the premium was a bit too soon, because I know there is like 3 or 4 weeks difference. So the next batch, that is Top Shot Fireline, will be added a bit long on the road. It will probably take a few weeks yet to be implemented. And also as a balance adjustment, when we release a new pair of combat bots, they won't go instantly to the 5-star shop. It will take also a bit, mostly because it was kind of too soon to already release the strongest version of that combat chip, because we don't have that many yet. So we decided to postpone it, but just a bit.
Yeah, it's a bit like because the 5-star crystal is a gacha, and a lot of people have already all the 5-star combat bots. Then people just get it straight away. So there should be some delay when the new combat bot comes in before we actually start seeing 5 stars.
There was a question about Ultra Magnus and asking if that was possible to do consistent ability damage to a single target because it doesn't always destroy the mortals. I think generally Ultra Magnus needs a little bit of care as well.
Well, the thing is, Ultra Magnus, that's how his ability was always designed to.
It's
Like,
ricochet.
it's not. I mean, it's not a one-shot ability. It's not a ricochet. That's
It's not
a
this
different
one.
one. That's a that's a laser Optimus. So
yeah.
Ultra Magnus has always been designed to do a lot of damage in the area and also do like a lot more damage on the target, but it's not meant to be a one-shot ability. It's meant to just do a cluster of damage on all the targets in front of him. So I think like if you want one shot or to guarantee one thing to destroy immortals and stuff like that, there are other bots out there. His ability is already pretty strong, so I don't think at the moment we have any plan of changing that.
There was some question around, are we going to do something specific around the release of the Netflix series?
Netflix series?
Well, I mean, as you might have noticed, these guys have been delayed a bit to more kind of in line with the Netflix series. So if you're going to say what's going to happen, is like that's what's going to happen. And a lot of, if you actually see the loading screen, there's a lot of elements that are actually quite similar with that Netflix series. So part of the how you unlock it is a story based on Cybertron, and also the actually quite close to the old the story of the series. So there will be a new campaign. That's you in the end of it, how you unlock Omega Supreme 2-star and Overlord 2-star, and so that's part of what we will be doing for the series. There are some other things. If you see the loading screens like closely, you can see some of that stuff, but definitely we have quite a few plans to celebrate this the new release.
Cool. Looking forward.
What about repeatable single-player campaign?
Well, the thing with the single-player campaigns is like, and the reason why we don't overdo them is that it's usually for some people it's so quickly to do. Like it's just one battle, and even the newer ones, even though we can target like to give you the bots and we can make the puzzle ourselves, so it's more challenging. We don't feel like there will be something that people will enjoy to do it over and over again. So at the moment, there's no plans to do that.
I mean, that could probably be a good way to collect some resources by doing them again, like kind of daily. But that sounds really like a daily quest. And if you want to collect resources, we want to promote like multiplayer battle. Yeah,
better ways to do that with multiplayer than actually just doing a single player.
Cool.
It is a multiplayer game.
People are asking if replays are very unreliable lately, especially in Prime Link, and if there is a plan to improve. As you said multiple times, replays are not a videos, it's a reproduction of the battles. The only thing that we store in the game is where a bot was deployed and where they use their abilities, which means then the game just with this data, your game just replays what happened. But if a bot for some reason is like moves a bit like a few inches to the side, that means that he will take another route, and that means the replays could go out of sync. Just for limitations of how much data we can store and send, this is how the system we have, and unfortunately, it's gonna be unreliable. Don't have at the moment any plans to fix it because it will be a big work, and technical issues could actually mean that it's really hard to get to the bottom of that. Hopefully in the future we have some time, but it is something really hard to do.
Oh yeah. A player is claiming that after 2 years playing, he hasn't unlocked any combiner. It may be bad timing because last year we had an event where you would guaranteed unlock to a combiner, 3-star combiner. We said that we would repeat it yearly, and we will do this year too. It's a bit too soon because we just had the anniversary with the 4-star guaranteed, no duplicate. But yeah, in the upcoming months, keep tuned because we will repeat this combiner guaranteed event.
Well, he's gonna be able to get Omega Supreme by playing the campaign in what 3-4 weeks time. So if he wants like a combiner bot, that he's gonna be able to do it just playing a campaign soon enough.
So that's even better, even more ways. But yeah, the idea for us is to allow players to participate and play with all the dudes in the game, and it includes combiners and Omega Supreme and Overlord. Another request to be able to open 10 crystals at one time. We have here that.
Yeah, that's a bit. It takes some time. It's something to think about the future for sure.
Okay. What else? What else do we have there? The usual thrust phase request.
Priorities. If I could just go in and just change, like just tweak the face of the bot, I would just do it. So just probably doesn't ask every time, but it's not up to me. So, and it's not really priority. We do have like a lot of other assets that needs done and a lot of other bots that need created. So, and in a lot of the toys, he has that face. So I'm sorry, but like still keep your hope, but it's not a priority for us to fix it.
Yeah.
Blame Hasbro. Blame Hasbro because that's who we follow to do this. So and some comics.
Oh boy. Fabian.
Yeah. Will Leo Kaiser be composed of 6 bots?
That's an interesting question. We have not actually talked about that. So maybe you shall see.
You shall see. You shall see in the next year.
Yeah.
We shall see. Will Bregger make an appearance in the game? I would love that. I always ask for Bregger too. So who knows? I will pester you, Ioannis, until we have him. What else? Are we fishing for questions? That's why we are a bit silent. But yeah, please help us. Ask questions. Throw them in the chat. Can you tell us? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. So I read does the Omega Supreme campaign will come after or before the return to Cybertron? So it's a bit of a complicated question because technically you will be able to play it after the return to Cybertron, but it will tell the story of what happens to Cybertron a long time ago, just before Autobots and Decepticons travel to Earth. So in terms of the game, you will play it after. Chronologically in the story, it plays before.
Prequels following. We're getting the prequel territory here.
Prequel.
Yeah.
Another question, can you reduce the time between each combat crystal, free combat crystal, to 12, 23 hours instead of the current 24 hours? And I'm afraid the answer is no. That's intended because unlike the free crystal, the normal free crystal where you get a random reward, the combat chip is a guaranteed chip bot, so it's less variety on rewards there, and also it's considered more valuable. So we want to keep them on once every 24 hours, and of course you can always claim the alt faction, so it's 2 every 24 hours. Another question about Optimus Prime trailer, Megatron into a gun. That's we don't hear that often. But yeah, we have plenty of Megatrons and Optimuses right now. So
yeah, that's pretty much the only option for having the trailer in. It's really big, so you can't really do it with a core attachment. So we've done quite a few other things. So unless we want to create a new Optimus, which I mean maybe in the future we will, but already we have quite a few of them, and there's a lot of other bots we need to do first. I don't see it coming, but it is a dream for a lot of people to just get this trailer in. Trust me.
what else? No news for the 5-star badge reveal yet. I see some questions. Janis mentioned before that it's a bit soon. That will come in the future. But yeah.
Yeah, as per usual, we just want to review what kind of 5-star this new batch will be and all that. So yeah, it needs a little bit more time.
Laserbeak as a combat bot, he's already one of the minions he spawns, right?
Yeah, he's already in the game.
Yeah. So it's not. Yeah, it's probable that we won't make him a combat bot because he's already there. So it would be weird.
I mean, it would be nice if we just change those 2 flyers with some other minions, and then we just make them into combat bots because they are really annoying.
They have caused a lot of issues.
And they also like one of the things like why we don't have parity between Decepticons and Autobots for those bots.
Can you tell us if Omega Supreme will be upgradable using Combiner Spark or just via events?
So there are 2 elements. One is you need something to rank him up, so to upgrade for 2-star to 3-star and so forth. For that, you will need the normal resources like Energon, but you will also need an item that you will need to get from events. But to do a normal level up for the next level 1 to all the way to 20, that just requires Combiner Spark. So the same spark that all combiners are using.
There was some question about abilities for Omega Supreme and Overlord, and like every time you're gonna get like a new star rating, you're gonna get a new ability, obviously. And they're asking like, what are these abilities? I don't think we can reveal anything yet.
It's too early for that.
It's too early. We just remade them recently. We're going to play test them very soon. Yeah, it's too early, but you can expect that like other combiner or that type of bot, they're going to have like, shooting from distance. They're going to have a rush for you to be able to move them around the battlefield. But that's all we can say for now.
Cool. Oh, there was a question about Battle Pass, and actually, it's something we have been considering for long. As many games are introducing Battle Passes, the thing is that there is a list of do's and don'ts for Battle Pass. One being that you don't buy a Battle Pass to get an obvious advantage in game, but it's more about visuals and skins and these kind of things. And honestly, in our game, we don't have that much of that. Like you can have skins for your bots, like the G1s or the attachments like weapons, but we don't have enough variety as per add them into a battle pass. So for now, there is something we're considering to see if in the future we can implement, but for now we don't have really plans to implement a battle pass.
One of you is mentioning six gun and the fact that for you, in your experience, it seems like it works a lot into walls. And if it is being looked at, I'll be honest, not really. I'm not so familiar with the issue. So if you could just like write to us and tell us exactly what happens if you have a replay, I'll be happy to look at it.
I think Yanis needs a beach vacation.
I do.
He's trying to get one.
We're still not allowed to travel though. Thanks, COVID-19.
Yeah, and yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Everyone safe at home, and the ones that we can go out. Just be careful.
Are we accepting application for testers by any chance?
No, we already did a round like a month or a few weeks ago, and we already onboarded quite a few players there. So we'll just keep seeing how the numbers go, and when we need more people, of course, we're gonna ask for more people because it's been really helpful for us to have some fresh eyes. But at the moment, we already got like 20 more new testers joining us.
Yeah. Just to settle the question, we are not changing the combat crystal from 24 hours. As mentioned before, it's set for a reason, and so far it will be kept like that. Let's see.
There was a question about Scattershot. If he was to come in the game, would he be a triple changer? So yeah, I looked at him what to say. If he was to be a triple changer, the problem with triple changer is like sometimes it's a bit hard to find a Decepticon triple changer. So if he comes to the game, he's not going to come anytime soon. So we haven't really put a lot of thoughts into this, but it's definitely an option we will consider.
Hungry Bucks is asking if we will have an event that allow players to send fan-made transformers to be used in game, and that's pretty much unlikely because it requires a lot of approvals and any kind of content that goes to the game through Hasbro and everything. We had the Sentius Twins as something we could design, but from player fan-made, I don't think that could go into the game, but probably we could do something community-wise, like getting entries or pictures or whatever, something on social sites. So that's something we can add on the table and see if it can be done. Actually, I would love to see your concepts and your ideas for bots that could be in the game. So yeah, I will note that down. Do we plan to have more G.I. Joe crossovers? We haven't done My Little Pony crossover yet, so I don't know.
Somebody mentioned it today in the chat.
None of the chats anyway. Yeah, no plans right now for other crossovers, but in the future, yeah, we'll keep an eye out, especially if there's an opportunity to do that.
Maybe it would be a good time if we wanted to show trench-footed calibers, and while we prepare this, I can maybe ask a trivia question for you all to get some freebies.
Cool.
Yeah, I can have a look to actually try to show them. We can
maybe
do a trivia first while I prepare for that.
Sure.
Yeah, so I will just do that. I will remind you the rules. So I'm going to ask you questions related to the Transformers, of course. Please post your answer in the chat together with your in-game name, your alliance name, and your HQ level so we can find you later and send you some freebie. So the question for today is, Calibust is one of the OG target master from the G1 line. Before he joined the Decepticons, he had a different occupation, but what was it? So what was Calibust's occupation before he joined the Decepticons?
Quite a surprising one.
Yeah, that's quite funny. So yeah, you can post your answer in the chat together with your in-game name, alliance name, and HQ level. And you can also keep posting some question for us. We might have some time to answer to them by the end of the stream.
Yeah. So yeah, it's trivia time, and yeah, that was the question. Calibers, before being a Decepticon, what was he doing or his occupation? We see some answers. We can say it wasn't a postman, it wasn't a janitor, but something quite surprising. Nice.
Is there any questions in the meantime?
Well, we see a lot of answers. Actually, it wasn't a hard question.
Apparently, everyone knows that, or it's something in the wiki searching when you go in.
Well, it's yeah, it's in there. So we have done a few pickies. As a reminder, if you know the answer, we need to know who you are in the game. So please send us your in-game name, your alliance, and your HQ level, so we can find you and give you the reward. I'm gonna do a picky for the last winner.
Oh, I did get one.
Ah, yeah, perfect. So
yeah, I'll repeat the questions quickly. Calibust had another occupation before he joined the Decepticons, and he was an actor, as surprising as it can be.
an actor.
An actor.
So do they do movies about humans? Like, do they have like a Transformer Michael Bay doing movies about exploding humans?
They have a film studio, probably, and that's a very strange thing.
I mean, you save a lot on special effects if you have the capability, right? Why not just hire them?
Cool. So the winners are Mad Chemist from the Alliance ONP. We also have what is the Tyus 4?
Yes,
Wicked
Tyus 4.
from Quantum Atlas Rise. And finally, we have Invaded Gems from Peaceful Tyranny.
Nice, congratulations.
To you guys.
And kudos for your knowledge about calibers. Do we want to jump straight into the second question, or do you need more time, Jonis?
I definitely need more time.
Okay.
So the second question is, Trenchfoot is a brand new character whose first ever figure came out just last year. It came packaged with several other robots, but what was the set called? So Trenchfoot is new as a toy, and it came packaged with several other robots, but what was the set called, this set of robots it came packaged with?
There is a hint, there is an image. Last time I tried to show an image, didn't work so well, but let me try. Okay, you have it in the screen. Let me double check if you see it. Because there is a delay between our system. Yeah, I can see it now. You see a set of bots, and we need to know which was the name of the set called. Yeah, I'm surprised it's a brand new character from last year. Did we knew that when we implemented them into game? Like adding new faces.
I think so, because we kind of like, a lot of them came out with like the War for Cybertron toy line, and a lot appeared at this time, and we definitely like picked some in this range. So yeah, there was a lot of there was a couple, I would say, people that were asking for specific combat bots to come into the game. It's very much open, so like keep on proposing some combat bots, because we are looking for some, and there are more coming. they're gonna keep on coming monthly probably. So yeah, suggestions are welcome.
Always. We see answers actually.
Yay! Okay, we're ready to show them.
Okay, let's pick. Do a quick pick of winners. So YouTube. Okay.
In the meantime, while we pick the winners, I've seen some questions about the 5-star in the Sonic store, and that was the discussion we had in the last stream was a hypothetical thing. If we ever were to change the 5-star, I wouldn't count my breath about seeing a new 5-star in the Sonic store. So a lot of the discussion going in, why do I need to get Primal to get it if I wanted to get the other one afterwards? You won't have to do that because you probably won't update the 5-star in that store. So if I said if there were gonna be one, if someone else comes in and do it, I probably will definitely have it that you get the Primal, but I have no intentions, and we have no intentions of replacing the 5-star in the Sonic store yet. So it's a bit moot to have an argument about that because it's not going to happen.
We have a suggestion to add a pretender into game, Metal Hawk. Checking right now to it. It looks cool. So if you have ideas on bots you would like to see in game, let us know. We always listen to them, and whether it's viable or not, but we like to hear. And yeah, it wouldn't be the first time that a long requested character comes into game. So yeah, don't lose your chances.
Well, can we reveal the winners?
Yes.
Yeah. So the answer to the question was Autobot Alpha Strike Counterforce. That's quite a grand name. So the winners are GDM Stav from Raging Goats. That's a fun alliance name. And then on YouTube we had Celestial Prime.
Prime, yeah.
From Legion Lux. Oh no, or was he? No wait. Or Titan Flash from Legion Lux. And then finally on we have Origin of Primus. Origin of Primus. I don't think I have an alliance for this one, which is a bit problematic. But yeah, congratulations to you guys.
And
Lessons, guys.
Answer Alpha Strike name. I think it will be better this way. So yeah, you have won. What you have won? It's a goodie. I mean, it's not a game changer for anyone, but it's some good stuff to have in game. And congratulations for winning them.
Okay. Alright, it's getting ready to actually show the new guys in the showroom. One sec.
Right. Who were popular characters that we were requested? I think Red Alert was one of the names we used to hear about. Ranamak.
Yeah. Red Alert was really requested in the chat quite a lot and it came quite a while ago now. I don't remember. End of last year maybe. No?
Yeah. Dinobot. I remember it was quite popular between Beast Wars lovers.
Omega Supreme.
Omega Supreme. The
Cool,
Titans.
I think I'm gonna show the new combat bots now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So here we have Trenchfoot. And it's like these two have like quite iconic colors, like Trenchfoot is red and Calibust is purple. They look quite similar. As you can see, they are equipped here on a gunner, so they are going to be guns. The bots look cool, but the guns look actually pretty cool. I cannot say much what the ability will be or what they will do because it's just been gone to playtest right now, and it's already going to change quite a lot. But the general orientation for them is they're going to be damage dealers. So this is where it's going to go. We're going to see it again.
Cool. I forgot that I should not move the camera too much because actually it's really, really chunky when you actually do it through Zoom. So I'll try to keep it stable. All right, then the other guy, I did not put it on this guy because there was anything because we discussed him. So
Yeah, that's him. Calibers. He looks pretty similar. These two trench coats. So yeah, both of them. I think you could read their bios in the newsletter this week, written by Simon Furman. Both of them are quite like reckless bots that will. Yeah, how did you say that? Like, yeah, head trigger response to any white knuckle adrenaline rush situation means more than often than not goes half cocked. So they kind of like you can expect that there's going to be a lot of damage, and they're going to be quite fast pace type of ability as well.
there was some interesting question if we have any plans of doing. I'm going to actually stop sharing because it's quite chunky, but people will be able to see more of the bots soon. Or if we have any plans of doing any other of the combat bots behave like Lionizer and Catcat in the moment that after the bot dies, those bots actually transform into their form and actually do something in battle.
So that depends on the roadmap. So the idea with Lionizer Calgatis was like they were a gun and then they were also like an animal. So it was like they were the perfect bots to do this. And I thought it was just like a good idea. It will really depends how the next combat bot will be. I thought when we did it, that it would be a one-off, but it seems like players really, really like it. So that's possible we might do it again.
Cool.
And now I actually wrap good into the sword, and everyone is like just going again about trust. It's not his eyes that's red, guys. It's his forehead. So
if you do another crossover event, would you consider Ectotron? Mandalorian 81, I like the way you think. I would love to see Ectotron in game 2. That was the crossover between Ghostbusters and Transformers. But it's not up to us. It's up to Hasbro and the rights of the other franchise. So who knows? We don't know, but maybe someday. Let's check more questions. We have some minutes, so drop more questions. Breaker. Actually, I am Googling a lot of the requests of different bots, and there are nice suggestions. It's good to see. So, someone is asking about Godjin Ray being ignored because of the war god. It's not the first time we have to change or deviate from the name of a bot, because from the original name and others, Felbat being an example, right? That wouldn't be a problem. We can always find a different name if it's needed. But yeah, so far there is no plans for that specific bot.
Any new defenses coming, like an acid gun or nanofrost gun? The thing is with we're kind of working towards Omega Supreme right now, but I think we're gonna have a bit of time to just like have a look. I have received a lot of really great ideas for new defenses, so this is probably something we're gonna discuss between the team.
I think it's a bit early though. Like I think a lot of people are still getting their footing around HQ17, and of course the new effects are made things really weird and hard and different. So I don't think there's a rush, considering like most people will still have not finished upgrading the defenses. So I think it's a bit early to get new defenses in. But we are exploring ideas for sure. And if people have suggestions, please share with us. We have quite a few ideas ourselves, but I think it's a bit early to talk about new stuff.
Will there ever be more space added to bases for buildings?
What?
Is there ever going to be more space for buildings?
No,
at this
yeah, I
base?
got the question. No, actually, it's quite tricky to do, so I don't think it will expand the canvas at any point.
Yep.
I think there is enough space. I mean, you can pack it. Then that opens you to some other defense like strategies, but I mean, hopefully with addition of new things, we can allow you to protect yourself from options. But I think there is a lot of space to be played around too.
About that theme, there was a question also at the beginning of the stream about decorations in the canvas in your base, based on our other game experience. Decorations when the game it's several years old, it's a problem of space for what they bring into the game. Because this is not really a decoration game oriented, but more battle and defense. So far, no, we don't have any plans for decorations, mostly because they don't fit the theme and also they bring problems in the future.
It was an interesting question actually. If we could add the second tier of raids and make them harder and more rewarding. So that is actually
Like
a good
a
question.
hard
I
mod.
mean, it's like at the moment, I mean, we only have medium raids. That is the highest difficulty you can actually get to fight. So we did want at some point to actually come in and visit them and actually rebalance them and make it some harder for some some alliances that are a bit. I mean, there are some alliances can actually do it with pretty much 10 members of the alliance not even fighting at all. So definitely there's some room to put some extra stuff there, and of course we'll just give more rewards if that's the case.
Can Cybertronian weapons can be added? That's like a combat bot, right?
I mean, no, Cybertron weapons, maybe the mention of like Cybertron defenses.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably the buildings
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. Well, they are Cybertronian. We didn't, I don't know. There is a core that's like a little bit mimics the big laser that is on Cybertron, I know, but apart from that, they are Cybertron defenses that will probably stay there. We have other ideas for defenses.
Yeah, I think especially the tower, the shock tower is really nasty. The one in raids, you definitely will want to have this because he has the really wrong rates of the extra range you get from the core update, but also has the stun, and so it's pretty nasty. So hopefully not unless we need to actually bump the difficulty a lot.
Yeah, players wanting a combiner. We'll repeat that, but you will have one soon when we release Omega Supreme and Overlord. And also at some point there will be events related to that. So yeah, you will get a combiner.
People are asking to see if they could see Omega Supreme again, just for a little bit. I am trying that actually. See if we can actually see him before the end of the stream.
It is on the same account that you were just using. It's just the first level.
Okay, but
you'll be able to see it.
All right, cool, and we'll give it a shot. So yeah, I think next stream we're definitely gonna have more details, also about the new bots and for the combiners. So I think the next stream is gonna be a busy one. So we'll probably be able to actually show their abilities. Of course, we're gonna be able to show the new bots that's coming in. So there are gonna be new characters and new combiners coming in shortly. So. Let's see if I can actually get to see him. So Mega Supreme. We've actually fixed his face, which I'm really happy. And so it'll be nice to see him. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do another quick search just before we finish this off.
Cool. Screen sharing. Yeah. Big boy there. Oh man.
Yeah, so the face is fixed now because before the helmet was just like not transparent, but now it's all good. You can see his eyes again.
I mean, that's the characteristic of Omega Supreme. So it will be, I would be really gutted if we didn't actually get this in. So the art now for him is actually finalized. So he's actually chunky. Don't rotate the screen.
It's pretty cool.
Cool. All right, we're actually running out of time. Sorry, no time to show the Overlord.
Some players wanted to see Overlord, but you'll see it in 2 weeks, and there's going to be a lot more shared about the combine. They are not combiners, but they're going to be in the combiner lab.
It's really hard to don't talk to them as combiners, but they are actually. Stefan says it's not combiners, even though they would be in combiner lab. We just made sure that there is no mention of combiners if we could in the game. Cool. When can we get that Omega Supreme wallpaper? You mean this wallpaper? Soon. I think you should be able to start seeing it in game from next week onwards, and we'll put it on our wiki like quite shortly after. So, or you could just script capture it from the stream and use it for now. But soon you should be able to get it from our wiki.
Yeah, many big things to come. So
it's a bit light stream this time around. We only saw like transfer calibers. This is because we are in the middle of like doing quite a lot of things, but unfortunately none of them were actually ready to be seen. We still need to play test them, so we don't want to promise abilities that could totally change before that time. But hopefully in the next stream we'll be able to share more for Mega Supreme and Overlord. Also, we're gonna be showing the new bots, hopefully in the showroom, and by that point I think we might.
Surprise!
And
last minute jump in. Hi.
Totally last minute.
I had to say hello. So nice.
So you can say goodbye for us, Debs.
Sorry, I don't have my proper background. This is my kitchen.
Oh, and the bike.
Yes, the bike I used today and on Saturday. It's very exciting because it's the first time I've actually ridden my bike in London in like 4 years. So it was a big day on the weekend. And then today I learned how to use my lock. So it was good.
You need that if you start using your bike and you need to leave it somewhere.
I managed.
It's not the same bag that was hung on your walls for the past month.
It's not red.
That bike. Oh well, I'm back in London now, so now I have my own bike. Over there, it's the one closest to the heater.
Oh,
keeping it warm.
Huh?
Keeping it warm.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, Debs, as a last-minute surprise, and thank you for all our players and followers for joining us in this special Q&A stream. There will be another in a few weeks, as usual. And yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye. See you in 2 weeks time.
And for us, just a reminder that they are probably listening to